Mason Field. Junior number 5, James Fink. Junior number 6, Joe Cassidy. Junior number 8, Murtaza Rizvi. Junior number 9, Sergey Fowler. Junior number 12, Jefferson Martinez. Junior number 14, Kevin Desagadas. Sophomore number 15, Dylan O'Connor. And a senior, your captain, number 18, Daniel Soylan. The Vikings are coached by Sean Welch, assisted by Jesse Sheehan. The team managers are Bridget Wagstaff, Paige Costello, Joelle Quick, and Gabby Duchemin. And now we ask that you please stand as we honor our flag and our nation and our athletes with the singing of our national anthem. Good luck and good sportsmanship. It's match time. Woodgrove and Valley's coming up next.
Okay, welcome to Loudoun Valley. This is Rod Ogren. My partner tonight is Kurt Newport for StatStream. We bring you local streaming at the next level with real-time statistics and graphics. Check out our website at statstream.biz. Tonight our featured matchup is the boys' soccer game between the Loudoun Valley Vikings and the Woodgrove Wolverines. Welcome to the show. Let's get it rolling. So Valley comes in at 2-1-2. Whoop, that's the wrong sport. It's numbers in there for lacrosse. We won't read you the scores, but Valley's 2-1-2. Woodgrove is 1-3-4, having beat County, lost to Patriot and Parkview, and lost to Riverside. And several ties with Sharando, Mason, Dominion, and Heritage. Sharando's 0-0, Heritage with 3-3. Everything else was 1-1. Wolverines, coached by Benjamin Mertel. And they'll take the ball first. Come on. We'll get some commentary going on here more shortly. My partner's doing double duty. He's the PA here for the Vikings.
Hey, hello everyone. Thanks, Rod. Kurt Newport with you here at Loudoun Valley High School. We're just underway. Woodgrove and Valley, live streamed right here on statstream.biz. A couple of minutes in, just following Valley's 1-0 junior varsity win over Woodgrove that just ended moments ago. Valley knocking the ball around. Daniel Soylan now runs it down, puts a left foot on it. It's turnover back to Ormsby for Woodgrove. Cooper Sales gets the ball at midfield. He missed the earlier match this week. Puts the ball through over there. Woodgrove keeper Farrell's going to scoop that up and retain possession for Woodgrove.
Yeah, got no real attack going there. Let's see what Woodgrove can do with the ball.
Cooper Sales wins it over on the right-hand side, looking for an outlet over there. Gets the ball off his foot over there. Now Woodgrove on the counter-attack. Plays it forward up to Patrick Tolley. Tolley battling now. Looking for someone, and he plays the ball back over there. Green, white, and yellow all in the mix. Puts the ball through over there. The defense plays that back up. James Fink plays that back out. Mason Field brings the ball up to Daniel Soyland on the left side. Soyland, the lefty, puts a right foot directly into the face of a Woodgrove attacker. He's going to play that back. Now he's going to hold on to that. Keeps it away from the keeper. Desigatis doesn't got it. Loses the ball back to Woodgrove.
Woodgrove's doing a decent job of keeping in their half of the field here thus far.
Yeah, Woodgrove maintaining possession well right now. Kind of doing a little keep away. Woodland Valley hasn't had to cope with a whole heck of a lot so far this season. And the Valley also leaving only right now forward Jefferson Martinez up, kind of dropping back into a four-layered position. There's a heel pass back. Now Wormsby on the right side sends a rainbow ball. It's up over there. Headed back over by Fink and cleared out by Sergey Fowler. Mason heads it back to, or heels it back to himself, shoulder to shoulder. That's a takedown, and it'll be a free kick coming up for Valley.
Can't do that in any sport.
He was shoulder to shoulder for a while, but he applied a little bit more and took him over the ball.
Yeah.
It was clean until that point. He moved him off the ball with the shoulder, and that's your foul.
Yeah.
Soyland from midfield put a big left leg on it. Sends a worm burner over by O'Connor. It's picked up by the defense. And it's played back out at the left side. Doing the best I can with Woodgrove numbers and roster sheet here. A lot of the players I know. Fortunately, their roster sheet's in alphabetical order, so hunting for the numbers is a little bit of a challenge. Do the best I can, though. It's Bailey Vogt back there, the center back. And sends it big switch of fields. Sergey Fowler heads it back up. Mason Field now applying pressure for Valley. Ball's played out, and it'll be a Woodgrove throw. Woodgrove varsity team coming off a 1-0 win over Central Woodstock Monday night. Valley was right here. Took apart Heritage rather handily, 6-0. There's a pass over to Ormsby. He misjudges where it was going, and it's going to be a Valley throw. Daniel Soyland, a big throw, and now it's foot race. Jefferson Martinez and Bailey Vogt. Martinez is going to get there first. He's way outside looking for somebody to cross to. Bailey Vogt applying good pressure. Martinez puts a left foot on it. Now it's deflected back out by Murtaza Rizvi. And a big goal kick for John Farrell.
That was the first real opportunity down the Woodgrove end for Valley.
Coming up 5 minutes in. Nice wannabe spring evening here in Purcellville. These two rivals since the Woodgrove campus opened a few years back.
Yeah, I think they're at 8 years now. Goes
8 years?
fast.
Man, we're getting old, Rod.
Yes, we are. It goes fast.
Woodgrove through midfield. Now it drops it back. Plays it back to Bailey Vogt. Vogt looks at Ormsby. Says, nope. Gets it back into the middle of the field where there's a little bit more pressure. Dylan O'Connor now battling. Gavin Prouty gets it back outside.
There's a nice takeaway.
Loses possession to Daniel Soyland. He banks that off Gavin Prouty. Soyland a little bit worse for wear. Comes up limping a little bit. He's not going to look at the bench. He doesn't want to come out. He picks up the ball and throws it. There's a header from Field over to Martinez. Now battling with Ormsby deep in the corner. Ormsby plays that ball back up, but it's right to Murtaza Rizvi. Rizvi ping-pongs it around among three defenders. Now it falls to Desigatis. Desigatis lays it off to O'Connor. O'Connor. Now it's kicked out to Rizvi. Takes a shot. It doesn't have quite enough bend. John Farrell needed to make that save because he wasn't sure how close to the post it was. It's deflected. And it'll be a corner kick for Valley.
Yeah,
Mason
nice.
Field going wide for the corner.
It was good. He was open there. Just couldn't quite bend it in.
With that bend, John Farrell, he's 6'3". He's got a pretty good wingspan. Mason Field puts that ball in. He's got Soylent on the far corner,
Save.
but Farrell is there for the save, his first actual save of the match. That was on frame. First shot of the night for either side. Farrell gets it well across midfield. It's headed outside by Cassidy. Dylan O'Connor now is going to provide some chase. There's it fired back in, and the opposite keeper, Tanner Newport's going to scoop that one up. And he'll return the favor. It's a little bit of a screamer, didn't quite get under that one like he wanted to. It's going to be a 50-50 ball. Woodgrove's got possession now. There's good pressure by Cooper Sales up the sideline. Now Cooper Sales has got Martinez running with him. Sales looking for the left foot. Loses a little bit of traction there. That's deflected back outside. Farrell comes out and scoops it up.
It's close to being dangerous for the Woodgrove keeper, but he got it.
He got out. There's a couple of deflections in there. Now coming up the left-hand side, 16 Sam Ritteroff banks that one off of the Valley defender. Woodgrove retain possession of the throw-in, and they'll run a sub-package here. One person coming in, one going out for Woodgrove. Looks like Lucas Roach coming out. And that would be 12 Seth Drenning in for Roach for Woodgrove. Throw in, Sergey Fowler is going to provide the shield. A little bit of help on the inside there. Last touched by the Woodgrove player. So Sergey's going to kick it over to Tanner Newport for the goal kick.
If you're watching the stream, I'm going to stop and restart it. It looks to be dropping a lot. So I'll be right back. It'll catch up. You won't miss anything.
Now it's played back. Ormsby against Risby. Fires that ball up. Cassidy misplays. It's going to go all the way back. Tanner Newport's going to come out. Gets enough lift under that to avoid the oncoming attacker. He's got to get back into his cage as Woodgrove retains possession. Little arm stuck out there on the move by Patrick Tolley, no call. Now sends the ball into the box. Tanner Newport takes a step up before the header can happen. Retains possession. Tanner trying to get the quick attack back. Sends a one-hopper out to Cooper Sales. He's going to lose that battle, though, to the Woodgrove defender. Ormsby kicks it around to Drenning. Drenning checks out Ormsby again. He fires it. Can't quite get it to the single attacker around 4 defenders. Desigatis now plays it back up to Martinez, who dumps it all the way outside to Mason Field. Field on the give and go. Just misses Martinez, and Risby can't quite get a paw on the ball. It's cleared off the side by Woodgrove. It'll be a Valley throw, fairly deep, in the Woodgrove end. A few extra soccer balls bouncing around. Cooper Sales. Now it comes back to Desigatis, who chips it in. Mason Field makes a lunge at it, but John Farrell gets there well in advance of Field's press.
Decent attempt there, though. If a little bit shorter, he might have had a shot at it.
Yeah, I don't know if they were necessarily, if they both thinking the same thing there.
Well, that's true.
That ball, they're going to, Ormsby's going to play that all the way back to Farrell. Mason Field can't quite get there ahead of the center mid. Woodgrove's going to play it up. That's a pretty good ball to Tolley. Tolley again misses on the ball there. Fink banks it off of Tolley, and that's going to be a deep throw. And we're going to have a sub package coming in now for Valley.
Entry now for Loudoun Valley. Number 16, Johnny Duggar. Number 17, John Cavanaugh. Number 21, Matthew Soylent. Number 10, Julian Bellows. Number 11, Josue Canas.
quite all right.
Well, added bit of excitement that I've just put it into. Just discovered the PA mic has enjoyed the first 12 minutes of my play-by-play.
I don't think it was picking you up out there, though.
I don't know. I'm kind of far away enough from it.
Yeah.
Half the time they say they can't hear my announcements anyway, so we'll see.
It kind of depends who's got the volume and controls
Yep.
in the booth here.
Kavanaugh fouled after the clear. Advantage never happened. The ref held it, so that's going to come all the way back. And Soyland will take another shot. Daniel Soyland, that is. His brother called up again to varsity for the second match in a row, Matthew.
What year is Matthew, Kurt? Is he a
Matthew's
freshman?
a junior.
He's a junior.
This is his first year up at the varsity level. He's still rostered on junior varsity, but he's been up now a couple of games this week. There's Matthew now. He drops that ball in, and Ormsby brings it back out for Woodgrove. Costal. Keeping the ball tight in the middle there. Opportunity is on the right side over here. Now the ball goes up the left-hand side. Drenning battling Fowler. Fowler wins that battle, fires the ball into the fence.
Yeah, Woodgrove didn't have any numbers there at all. They only had 2 guys down against.
Now it was
4 or 5.
one-on-one, and nobody was joining the rush.
Yeah, the only other guy was way on the other side of the field.
Ritteroff gets that back out. There's a head flick that didn't go quite where he intended. Josue Canas sends a ball up to Johnny Duggar. Johnny Duggar just returned to play after a couple weeks out. Last week had a goal and an assist in Monday night's match against Heritage.
Was Johnny hurt?
He suffered that ankle injury in the opening match at Riverside. The only
Okay.
Valley loss the game. He provides quite a bit of speed up front.
Yeah, I've heard he was a very good player.
Good change of pace guy up front, especially when you get him together with Jefferson. Right now they got a new front package. They've got Duggar is up top with Julian Bellows right now. Good speed on his own and a good shot taker. There's Mason Field on tic-tac-toe. Now
nice little
Bellows
give and
scoops
go.
it up on the left-hand side. Bellows backheels it over to Duggar. Ball's played out by Woodgrove. It'll be throw deep. Valley gets a chance to set a play. Matthew Soyland will come in for the throw. The way he throws, this is not too far off from a corner kick. He can fire the cannon. Kaboom! There it is. It's into the box. Can't get a green foot on it. Yeah, they said that was a green foot, and they called for the goal kick. Looked like it might have been a white foot.
Yeah, no,
The ref was closer. We'll go with his call.
looked like a green foot to me.
You got a green one on that one?
I had a green one on that one. It was a nice throw in, though. You're right. He gets that all the way in.
No, he's got a big cannon. Farrell now plays it back out. Deflected, one touch out to Ormsby on the right side. Ball stays in. Ref keeps his flag down. Kavanaugh pings it out. And now Bailey Vogt will take the throw in. Ormsby to the younger Soyland. Back around to Ormsby. And now there's a ball through the middle. Joe Cassidy's going to run that down, and Matthew Soyland's going to protect it.
Almost an
Now
opportunity
Matthew
for
Soyland
Woodgrove.
loses the ball.
Uh-oh.
Now there's a crossover just headed back out. Now here's a time for one shot. Tanner Newport makes his first save of the match, diving to his right.
You made that one look a little more exciting than it had to be, I think.
Tanner punts the ball back up towards midfield, gets it on Canas's foot. Canas tries to play it back, doesn't have enough mustard on those nachos. Now a through ball forward. Now here's an opportunity.
Uh-oh.
That leads him a little bit far. Tanner's going to come out and scoop that up. Not a save, but definitely saved a goal by stepping up there.
Yeah, it was definitely the best chance for Woodgrove thus far.
Costal now heads it just to the right-hand side. Ormsby comes back to clean up the mess. Woodgrove regroups a little bit.
I'm still trying to get over the mustard on nachos comment.
Yeah, it's not rocket surgery there. Something I tell my players when I'm coaching, you need either more mustard on the hot dog or more cheese on the nachos.
Yeah, but you were putting mustard on nachos. That doesn't sound good at all.
Field softballs it into Farrell, who scoops it easily and sends the ball back up. It's going to turn back over to Sergey Fowler for Valley. Valley loses possession in the midfield, back to Woodgrove. There's a chip and go. Now Fowler turns on the Jets, covers that left wing, plays it out of bounds. The safe play there. Gives Valley defenders a chance to come back in. There's a Woodgrove sub coming in. That left wing's getting a pretty good workout there to put some fresh legs on the right back Fowler. Keep your eye on 22, Patrick Tolley in the top of the box. It's a short throw in. Woodgrove battling Valley, trying to gain possession to bring it out of the box. They do, they clear it. Johnny Duggar, the recipient of that clearing pass. That's 13, Owen Black. Banks that off. The ball goes straight up. Black swings and misses. Duggar brings the ball down. Trouble keeping the ball on the ground. We're going to say that was last touched by Johnny Duggar, and it'll be Woodgrove's throw. Matthew Soyland now in the midfield. They're going to go all the way back to Tanner Newport with a little bit of pressure. He'll pop that ball back up to midfield. Got a good arc on that one. In our 18th minute of play here at Loudoun Valley High School, no score, only a couple of opportunities for each side, one save for each keeper. John Kavanaugh slings that ball, goes off of a Woodgrove head, and then Matthew Soyland sends it up. There's a bump to keep Julian Bellows from getting it, but Valley retains possession with Field to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh had a good leading pass as Duggar was breaking in, but couldn't quite get it over Bailey Vogt.
Bounced right back to us, though. We just couldn't do anything with it.
Nathan Rand on the play back there, not Vogt. Mason Field to Soyland, to the other Soyland. Big left leg. Soyland. There's a header by Duggar. Nobody was there to pick that up. Now Mason Field brings it back around. He's going to rush left side.
It's the right idea, but Duggar, but like you said, nobody was there. Oh.
Had an opportunity to drop it to Kavanaugh, but played out beforehand. Kavanaugh takes the throw before Soyland can get there. There's a touch. Farrell punches it back out to his defender. Good play by John Farrell. Ormsby cuts across and now puts it in Sergey Fowler's feet. Fowler. And the defender puts it back out, and it will be a Valley throw and another Woodgrove sub. 21 minutes left to play in the first half. No score. And that'll be a goal kick. John Farrell patrolling the left goal, looking for a spot to put that down. Tanner Newport, the opposite keeper. John Farrell, a junior. Tanner Newport, a senior. There's a ground ball to the right side. Now Julian Bellows fights through a couple of defenders. Now gets the ball over to Bellows. Flag stays down. Bellows goes far. Wow. Duggar goes far post. Just goes wide. I thought that had a chance of being flagged for offside.
Yeah, I did too. Looked like it to us.
There may have been a back that was coming in there.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
It's too bad we didn't get a decent shot.
Number 8, Murtaza Rizvi. Number 12, Jefferson Martinez. Number 3, Cooper Sales.
Yeah, it was a good opportunity for Valley.
Number 7, Thomas Ramos.
Couldn't get a decent shot off there. Valley retains possession on that one.
I had to pause there. As Rod said earlier, I'm doing double duty. I've got the PA, so I'm calling all the Valley subs. And I'm here doing stuff with you. There's a cross. It was a little bit behind. Cooper hustles over, keeps it in play. Heel pass to nobody. Woodgrove's going to build coming back out. Oh, misplayed there by Woodgrove. He kept that on the line. Flag stays down. Now it's out. It'll be a Woodgrove throw. A couple of good exhibitions of hustle there by both sides. Ultimately, it's still a throw-in.
Ball's been down in Woodgrove's end for quite a while here. They can't seem to clear it out.
Valley defenders are okay with that.
I'm sure they are.
Both went straight up for that ball. No foul. Comes down for Woodgrove's number 16. Sam Ritteroff. Now Valley on the counterattack. Slide tackle in front of Jefferson Martinez. Gets ball, not man. There's big leg. Sergey Fowler again on his horse. Good wheels on that side. Pushes that ball back out. Now here's a long shot. Tanner Newport gets a short hop. That'll be his second save of the night. Rizvi plays that up. Martinez, not the first one there, but that went off Woodgrove, so it'll be Valley's throw. Kavanaugh's throw. Mason Field pings that one somewhere special.
And yeah, that went off the family.
We're going to stop the clock there at the referee's discretion. Give him an opportunity for a quick reboot. And we're going to restart that clock. All is well. He's still feeling the effects of that ball, but he's back there in the box. Here's the corner kick. Comes in. Shot! Score!
Score!
Off the corner kick. James Fink from Mason Field. And Valley draws first blood.
Valley goal scored by number 5, James Fink. Assisted from the corner kick from number 4, Mason Field. Goal scored in the 23rd minute. Valley goal from 5, Fink, assisted by 4, Field at 23 minutes. So a nice header from James Fink to draw first blood for Valley.
Yeah, that was
Field's corner kick just headed that one right into the ground, right next to John Farrell. Nothing he could do.
yeah, that was a nice looking play.
Great service, a good header. Not keeper's fault. Valley's up 1. Trying to think back to last season, that might be James Fink's first varsity goal. We're again on the right-hand side. There's a
Ooh, that was close.
right before Rizvi could get the foot on the dangerous cross. And I think Rizvi might have gotten a foot on that, but Farrell held it.
Yeah, that could have been. Yeah, that could have been dangerous if it really gone after it. And call that a save.
It looked like he had his foot on it. Woodgrove now into the middle. Comes back around right side. Bailey Vogt. Outside back is up. He drops that back over to Costal. Swings it back around to the left side. Now, knowing we have these Woodgrove names, I really wish it was numerical roster. Woodgrove admin, help a guy out.
Yes, and unfortunately I didn't print one off for you because I could have handed it to you. I usually do. I have it, but it's on my screen. Doesn't help you much.
I've got a numerical one they gave me when I checked in. I want to try using that.
Will you compare these two and see if any of the numbers are different, please, Ray?
Tell you what, while Kurt's doing that and we're kind of playing around in midfield, I'll get a little bit of information to our sponsors here. Sponsors for this evening's game are First Team Sports, changing the way you do fundraising. They can be found at First Team, that's with a number 1, not an F, firstteamsports.com. We also have Velocity Wings. Come into one of our 6 family-friendly Virginia locations for award-winning gourmet wings, great food, and live sports. They're at velocitywings.net. Valley Energy at valleyenergy.org. They're the smart choice for all your propane, diesel fuel, and heating oil needs with neighborly professional service, flexible payment options, and competitive pricing. What's going on here? Looked like I thought we had a corner. Went up on the side. Okay.
Also, my fan
Whoop.
club was texting me saying that I was too far away from the mic.
Okay. Well, I forgot to start the clock after that last one, so we'll have to catch up here. 14:37. Yeah.
On the scoreboard.
Yeah, we'll get it. Whoops, wrong one.
Kavanaugh gets that ball out. Didn't go back there with Devigas. Now Kavanaugh into the deep corner. Now he sends a good left foot
Ooh.
cross that ricochets off of Martinez. Comes back out. Bailey brings that back up. Joe Cassidy steps up. Has that Cassidy Devigas playing some 1-2. Kavanaugh now for this turn. Kavanaugh had a chance to send the right-footed cross. Now he's got some daylight. Now he takes a shot. And it goes
Ooh, just wide. High and wide.
We do appreciate our sponsors that Rob was reading. It's an opportunity to bring a whole bunch of different sports, not just Valley and Woodgrove soccer, but softball, baseball, lacrosse, a lot of spring sports on the radar for both these schools.
Yes, there are. If you've been following us at all, we've been doing 3 or 4 games a week the last couple of weeks. It'd be nice to have a break for spring break. We will.
Not out here for a couple weeks now.
Yeah, and we'll continue after spring break and try to do mostly Valley sports, but we'll get in some Woodgrove sports as well.
Put the correct
Across all
numbers
the
on this one.
venues.
If there's anything that's different.
There's nothing different. It's just that guy's not on there.
There's a ball
okay.
that still bounces around the middle.
Right,
We'll
right,
read
would
a
you
couple more
write
of
them on
the
there?
sponsors. Mannix HVAC.
Just
if a
down
problem occurs with your heating or cooling system, don't panic. Call Mannix. We'll be there when you need us. They're at mannixhvac.com.
Woodgrove now with some numbers coming back the other way. A little bit of heavy traffic over there and a fender bender in front. Theo Costal, a little bit of factor.
And last but not least, Coach's Corner Grill, locally owned, family friendly, and live local sports.
John Farrell, is the goalkeeper going to come up and take this corner, this midfield?
Oh, here we go.
Looks like he is.
Whoa.
John Farrell actually with 1 goal on the season. People find him all the way through.
He has a goal? Does it play like that?
I want to say it was midfield. I didn't see it, but one of the JV players that I coached was telling me that he skipped it past the goalkeeper on some wet turf. Look, these goalkeepers have played against each other coming up through the ranks. They've actually played together on a couple of all-star teams. Tanner Newport and John Farrell.
That's what makes these crosstown rivalries fun. The kids all know each other.
The JV match, I had 8 of my players on the field between the two schools.
That is fun.
They don't have to yell at me.
Yeah, that always makes it fun. And the families know each other and kind of converse before and after the games.
That's played off of the right back Fowler. It'll be a Woodgrove throw once again. That was 8.
Oops.
Soyland. Correction, Kavanaugh. He left foots it. A little bit out of range for everybody. That ball's hitting the Leesburg. It'll be a throw. Coming back in for Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh throws that ball at around Hill.
I think the kick went in about the 4th row.
It's hard to do in soccer.
Ooh, that is hard to do in soccer.
Anywhere near the sidelines. It's like a foul ball in baseball.
Yeah, I don't know if you've had that here yet, but a lot of times I've been here for lacrosse, and the baseball field behind us will hit a foul ball and it'll land in the stands.
It's every so often.
Yeah.
Baseball's not been playing the same night as soccer this year, so we haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's a little scary. Yet another reason to stay at home and watch the games. It's less dangerous.
Ramos's face. That'll be a throw coming out for Woodgrove. Ball swings back around.
Nice poke away.
Mason Field.
Yeah, that was a nice poke.
Sales. Sales drops it back. Now there's a ball that's cleared out. Oh, he's going to be there, though. Farrell's going to come out, do a little housekeeping, and put the ball back in play. 1-0 Valley. 10 minutes left in the first half. A couple of subs getting ready to come back on for Valley. It's like Zello's, at least one Soyland.
Got a whistle there.
Got a whistle and a foul. So, free kick. This will be a dangerous one. Looks like Sergey Fowler's going to come up and take that. He's got the leg strength to make it from there.
40-yarder from here. See what he's got.
That's a long shot. That's a long distance and gives the keeper plenty of time to read it. So he's going to try to leave that short.
Ooh.
Nobody came in and read that one and fairly easily handles that one. Brings it back up. 4 back for Valley. So no counterattack materializes. Now big field switch over to Bailey. Around. Not seeing Frankovich. Kostal sends it to the left side.
And Woodgrove finally works it across midfield.
Herring. Herring loses that battle to James Fink. Woodgrove throw.
So we roll under 9 minutes remaining here in the first half. The clock on the scoreboard will actually turn off when we get down to 2 minutes. We'll keep it running on your screen, but it won't be completely accurate as we don't know how much stoppage time they have.
There's the ball. He's got Cooper right under it. There's boxed out. Now there's
Oh!
in the middle. Keeper was beat. Free ball. John Farrell drops back into his box. A lot of contact, but nothing against the laws of the game occurring back there.
Oh.
That one's going to drift close to the line. It does go out. And we'll have a sub package coming in now for Valley. Return to play for Valley. Number 10, Julian Bellows. Number 21, Matthew Soyland. Number 18, Daniel Soyland. Number 16, Johnny Duggar.
Pass.
Valley throw. Soyland with his cannon puts that ball in the vicinity of Jefferson Martinez.
That kid's had a cannon since he was about 6 years old. We actually played flag football with him way back in the day. He could throw it about 30 yards then.
Cooper Sales now with a lot of room to work. He won't play until he has to. There's a through ball just off Martinez's left foot. Play it outside. Woodgrove tries to run it down. Can't get there before it goes out. It'll be a throw. Duggar says, I don't do throw-ins. Sergey Fowler comes up. 7 minutes left in the first half.
Ooh, gets through the Woodgrove players, but
That's probably not Sergey taking the throw-in. It's just pointed to me. He's standing next to the Gatorade.
it's his evil twin.
I don't have my game contacts in. There's a ball. Looped up underneath. Bellows
Ooh.
can't quite bring that down inside the box. And it's cleared back out. The field is decidedly tilted in Valley's direction now.
Yes.
On the ground, so that's going to be the foul. They could have called the kick because he did make contact with him. But in order to kick him on the ground, you have to play it on the ground first. So that makes playing on the ground foul first. It's an indirect kick, meaning Soyland can't score without touching somebody else. He sends that ball up, header.
Laid it up there very nicely.
Farrell will collect it again. Just under 6 to play in the first half. Big leg from Farrell gets the ball almost to the 35-yard line. Sails to Matthew Soyland. One battle's won and lost in the middle right now. Now here's
Oh.
Johnny Duggar. He's onside.
No flag? Oh, too bad. He had a good run there.
He had a good run. Just couldn't control that ball down. He was in. Ball goes outside now. Canas, when the battle pushes that ball back, but there's another Woodgrove defender back. Bring that back up the sideline. Woodgrove dancing along their own end. Woodgrove ready to bring in 3 fresh sets of legs. Over and back. That's offside. Johnny Duggar over the line at the time of the pass.
certainly got some good distance on that one.
Soylent returns the favor.
Oh. Look.
Swings and misses, but he cleans up his own mess. There's Kavanaugh. Is blinking on or off?
Blinking is off.
Off.
Yes. Blinking's on mute. Have you been talking on mute a lot?
I've been talking in mute since I don't know when. I don't know whose mic was picking me up.
Well,
but
mine
we're
would have picked you up a little bit.
back
but
loud. I think I'm just going to leave that mute button alone.
Yeah, just leave it alone. I'll take care of you when they get a goal. I could hear you just fine.
I'm
Just
sure
'cause
you
no
could.
one-
You're sitting next to me.
No one watching could, but that's okay.
Twitter is now trending, "We can't hear you, Kurt." And if it wasn't before, it is now. 3.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Tanner Newport comes out. He'll slow things down a little bit and let his head group get back up there. He shows John Farrell he's got a leg of his own. Martinez.
I think you were on before the first goal.
I think I was.
Yeah.
Yes, my fans are now telling me, reminding me blinking is off. Thanks. Thank you so much.
It's always helpful to have a fan base.
It is. I know at least somebody's watching.
We actually had pretty good numbers last game. It was a doubleheader.
Ramos. Bellows. Bellows.
Ooh.
Oh, blocked in front. Bellows again.
Nice
No
control
bend on that
over
one.
there.
That one's going to go out. Farrell just goes ahead and lets it go. He'll deal with the goal kick. Coming up at halftime, we'll see if we can get some stats your way. Maybe a few more messages from our sponsors.
Yeah, we'll give you a couple of stats, at least like shots and saves.
And I'll-
I'm trying
I'll-
to do time of possession, or at least time and
I'll try to memorize what blinking lights mean. There's Bellows, a
Woodgrove
good
roster.
ball. Can't quite get it in there. However, Martinez retains possession. Martinez loses possession back out to Woodgrove. It's kicked that back out. Nice play by the Woodgrove back line. They've stood up some speedy attackers. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Valley up by 1. Duggar. Soyland leaves it for the other Soyland, who bombs it to
Wow.
the other end. Julian. Farrell a little late coming out. Now it's a foot race.
Oh,
Farrell
wow,
gets
that
back
was
on top of it.
close. Farrell came out a little bit tentatively there.
He was late coming out there.
Yeah, he was late, and then he wasn't particularly aggressive. He almost paid for that one. Couldn't quite decide. what he
Kellen
wanted to do.
Jones for Woodgrove. Samuel Ritterhoff.
Valley
Now
takes it away
Bellows.
again. Ooh, here we go.
Jefferson's on. He sends a left-footed shot that just doesn't have enough bend in it. It'll be a goal kick. Ref's checking his watch. We're not quite there yet.
Yeah, I'm showing about a minute left.
Farrell fires that one, finds a green sock. There's another rainbow ball that's in. It doesn't quite find Bellows. It
Come
gets to
on.
Martinez. That looked like it might have gotten a hand, but the hand was down. That ricochets off of Martinez. This will be a Woodgrove throw.
Valley really kind of putting the pressure on here at the end of the half.
They found something that's working. They're not letting Woodgrove out of their own end.
No, they're not. They've really controlled it down here.
Sales loses it. Now it'll be a green throw. There was a reason he lost it. It was a white sock. Matthew Soyland. One hops it to Martinez. Martinez is going to run out of
That's
time.
going to be the quarter half.
So it's the end of the first half with a score. Valley 1, Woodgrove 0. We'll see you back in a few. Welcome back, folks. We're about a minute from kickoff of the second half. Valley up 1-0. Your first half stats heavily leaning towards Valley, outpacing in shots 7-2, 3 of which were on goal. 2 Wolverine shots on goal. Canada Newport making both of those saves. A couple of saves for John Farrell as well. Time of possession on attack. That's 24 minutes in the Woodgrove end for Valley, and just over 15 minutes in the Valley end for Woodgrove. So that bears out our 1-0 lead as we get ready to come back and see if Valley can extend their lead.
Yeah, Valley really had the ball at their end. It seemed like a lot, especially in the latter half of that latter part of that half, shall we say. And those numbers show it. They're not entirely accurate. It's me up here sort of counting the time, but should be fairly close.
And with ball movement, we have 40 minutes down and 40 minutes left. Valley with the opening kickoff. Drop back to Soyland, plays it up to O'Connor. Valley maintains possession. Mason Field is going to push it back to his back line. Fowler sends that ball up. A little too heavy for Martinez. And Farrell will come out. 20 seconds in, he's handling his ball for the first time in the second half. A little bit of a low screamer right into the forehead of Thomas Ramos, who gets it back in for Valley. Martinez in danger of being offside, but the left back for Woodgrove, Mastakas, held him on. Field goes around to his left side and leaves that for Soyland. Back for Josue Canas. Now they come back in. Cooper Sales, a give and go. Now a spin move, a little bit of a grab, no call.
Yeah, had some good ball movement in that little series.
Soyland
nice passes
to the other Soyland. Now Cooper Sales brings that down. Excuse me, that's not the other Soyland. That's John Cavanaugh at the left mid position for Valley. Cavanaugh gives way. Field gets the ball back. Sales back out to Cavanaugh. There's a whistle. Somebody got a little bit grabby. And that'll be a Woodgrove free kick. So they should push the ball into Valley's end with this free kick for the first time in the second half. Ball played back in. Gets through one level but not two. Pushed again back in by Vogt. Valley can't get the ball through the midfielder Costal, excuse me. And now cutting across, tries a field switch but doesn't get enough on it. And that ball's a little bit too heavy for Martinez. Sergei Fowler, that ball's going to stay in. Headed back towards the middle.
Ooh, there we go.
And now O'Connor and Martinez trying to string something together. Thomas Ramos gives that ball. Now Martinez down the right side. He pulls it back, looking for a cross. Sends it, but has it low. And a couple of pings later, now it's a loose ball just outside the 20. Desagatas to Soyland. Soyland to Sales. Back to Fowler. And that's going to stay out of play. It'll be a Woodgrove throw. Good left leg on the left sideline for Woodgrove. Now it's a foot race. That's won by Joe Cassidy. Cassidy providing the pressure on defense. He pulls it back to his right. Now gets a cross over there. Now an opportunity for Woodgrove, but it's cleared back out by the Valley back line.
That was a good centering pass, but he couldn't quite bring it in to get a shot off.
Yeah, it was a little bit behind him, and so the forward had to slow up a little bit, and then that allowed the defense to creep in. Good opportunity for Woodgrove early on.
Yeah, definitely one of their better offensive opportunities this game.
Yeah, it's a stray ball that will find its way back to John Farrell. No pressure from Valley. On the play back out, good pressure applied here. That stays in, does not cross the line entirely. Remember in soccer, the ball must completely cross the line. and not just touch it. That ball is misplayed backwards. That's a pass back. Farrell's got to clean up a mess. Now he's out of the goal.
Shoot
Martinez aims and just ends up off target.
Wow, that was a golden opportunity.
It was. It's a good take from there.
Yeah, especially with no goalie in the box.
Yep. That was the bit of a rough pass back, so not only was it not on frame, you don't want to leave that for a corner kick, so Farrell was right to come out, but he also couldn't pick it up. I think at that standpoint, maybe you just hit that ball into Philemont and retreat back in there for a throw and don't leave that ball on the field. That was risky.
That was very risky.
But they come out of it unscathed. Still a 1-goal lead.
Valley maintains
for Valley.
Position, though.
Cooper Sales. Cooper Sales gets a little touch on the ball. A little bit of obstruction there, but no call. Now Mason Field wins a battle. He gets it up to Martinez, who's onside. Martinez looking for somebody on the right wing. They're not there. There's a late run. Cassidy plays it back to Fowler. He gets under one.
Yeah. This ball has been in the Valley half almost the entire time thus far in this half.
Woodgrove without a couple of players. They've apparently had the flu running through their team this week.
Oh, really? Yeah, I wouldn't want to play this sport with the flu. It's tiring enough as it is.
Now Woodgrove gets a little flick back in. Hard to tell if that was on frame or not.
I think
if it was.
Was.
If it was on frame, it's a shot and a save.
Yeah. Easy one.
Goalkeepers like the easy ones.
Yes. Oh.
So Valley has been maintaining most of the possession in the second half. They're just having trouble stringing more than a couple together. Woodgrove can gain possession. Now here's Martinez breaking in. Correction, Rizvi. Oh, leaves that off a foot.
And
he's going to try to keep that in a dangerous spot.
It was a dangerous spot, but he did keep it in. There's a little push.
A little push from Martinez. That's going to get knocked out. That'll be a throw deep in the corner.
Yeah, the Woodgrove player did a good job pushing that out the side instead of the back. It was pretty close.
Yep. So Soyland will come in to take his throw / almost a corner kick.
I was going to say the way Soyland throws, it's almost a corner anyway.
Yeah, not quite the same velocity, but certainly the same distance. Let's see if Valley can get a tall head on the ball.
He's off the screen. He'll come back, I promise.
There he is. He leaves this one a little bit short in the box. Yep. Nobody comes to it, but the ball comes back to Soyland, who basically gets to do over. Farrell uses his wingspan to get up over the shorter attacker.
Yeah, a little bit too
Mason
deep there.
Field. Yeah, it's a tough ball. You're not going to win too many high battles against a guy like that, tight to the goal. Your corner kicks, your throws should be a little bit more off the line. You're going to have to beat John from distance.
Yeah. Yep.
Cooper Sales to Field. Has an opportunity, but it closes for Martinez. This one comes outside now to O'Connor. O'Connor beats the outside back and slips. Outside back comes in, puts a little bit something extra on that one.
A little bit. That was an easy call.
I think that was a message. I don't think that outside back liked getting beat. So he's just going to take him off the ball.
Ran him over.
So Fowler's asking for 10. AR is going to come in and step it off. On a free kick, he can be no closer than 10 yards if you're on the opposing team. So that gives us some distance. I don't think we want to put this one too close to the giant John Farrell back there. This one goes back towards the far post. Farrell almost catches a cleat from one of his own teammates.
Yeah, close to an own goal there.
But the ball ends up in John's hands. 9 minutes into the second half.
Yeah, Valley's definitely dominating in the possession, but not a lot of scoring opportunities yet.
Yeah, Desideratus had his hands on the shoulders there, so we'll have a free kick for Woodgrove from midfield. Yeah, Valley again has been dominating possession as Farrell comes out to midfield to take this kick. They've been dominating the possession, but they haven't been able to move the back of the net yet. And in a game like
they
this,
really haven't threatened yet.
A game like this, sometimes those lack of capitalized opportunities come back to bite you. Here's Farrell. He sends one to the left corner. That's a Woodgrove head on the ball, and that ricochets, I think, off of a Valley player. It does, and it'll be a corner kick.
Okay, here comes a good opportunity for Woodgrove. This is what you were talking about. If you don't get another goal, it's...
Anything can happen when the ball's
Yep.
down there. A crazy bounce, a ricochet.
Yep, one little dicey shot, and it's tied up.
That goes far post. Looks like it's over, everybody. It is. Valley defenders pursuing. I think that was Desigatis getting that ball up. And ricochets it off of a Woodgrove player, and we've got a Valley throw. Some fresh legs getting ready to come in for Valley. Rizvi, Matthew Soyland, and Julian Bellows approaching midfield. James Fink also coming up to midfield.
So Valley's doing a much better job not only keeping it on the attack half, but getting it across the midline. Woodgrove seems to get it and
Re-entries for Valley, number 8, Bertazza
not be able to keep it in the zone.
Number 21, Matthew Soyland. Number 10, Julian Bellows. Number 5, James Fink.
Blinking is off.
You got it now.
So a sub package in there for Valley coming off for O'Connor and Kavanaugh, the sophomores, Field and Ramos. Also off. Here's Bellows, some fresh legs against a tired defense. He fires one that I think was deflected. It was.
Okay, here comes another corner for Valley. This is where we scored on the last one, so.
Josue Canas sets up for the corner from that side. It's like Valley setting up a right-sided attack to come in there, including the tall head of Daniel Soyland. Comes across there. He sets it up nicely, just pushes it wide of the post. Farrell had it covered. He didn't hit it cleanly. It'll be a goal kick.
No, but definitely a good opportunity. They at least got a shot.
Yep. Farrell lasers one into the head of Cooper Sales.
Yeah, it seems
There's
to
a
be typical.
ricochet.
Valley or Woodgrove will try to clear it up, and they just never get possession.
Martinez with some fancy footwork. That ball pings back out. Woodgrove, they don't have numbers coming back. Matthew Soyland scoops that one up. Lucas Roach with the pressure for Woodgrove. His opposite number, Bellows, the other 10. Desigatis goes straight up, gets his head on the ball, gets it back towards Fink. There's a big field switch, but nobody's home, so Soyland's going to run that one down. Get that ball back into the midfield near Bellows. He's got a good heel flick on it. Now it's a foot race with Martinez. Martinez can't quite get his heel on the ball.
Yeah, I thought he had it there for a minute, but oops.
Woodgrove, that was Ritterhoff who gets it back up. They got the grab, but ref says play on. He plays advantage. Woodgrove puts the ball out of play.
Again, they get it across the midfield and lose it right away. They're just not able to get into the zone much at all here.
That ball ricochets over to Bellows. He had a kind of a no-look pass. Martinez was also not looking. And now we've got an attack coming back the other way. Ritterhoff. Costal swings it back out. There's an air ball in. Can't quite get it back on there. And nicely cleared out by Fowler. It'll be a corner kick, but a dangerous spot. Sergey didn't allow that to settle in front of Nathan Rand.
Yeah, that was a nice
Or correction,
pass.
Sam Ritterhoff. That was a nice pass. Ritterhoff chested it down. And Sergey cleared it. Big corner for Woodgrove. There's a screamer. That's headed just wide of the net.
That was much better corner than the last one, though.
It was. And he got good contact. It just didn't. It was about 10 feet left. Got good contact with his head. Newport sends a laser towards midfield. Can't quite get it. Ken Cooper. That should... No, we're not calling that. Woodgrove player definitely went over the top, but the ref lets it go.
Ooh.
Martinez heads the ball down. Rand just plays it out. And we'll set up for a throw-in. Sergey Fowler's going to come in and take that throw.
So Valley in the attack zone again. See if they can take advantage of this and get something going.
Cooper Sales isn't going to get the angle on that one, so he keeps it back out. Now here's Desigatis, who sends a rainbow.
There's an easy save for you.
It is a save. You're not going to get that one over. A smaller keeper has a shot. I think it would have dropped in. He got it under the bar in a good spot.
Yeah, that Parkview girls game we did last week, that definitely would have gone in.
Yep.
Not
That
against
gallon was
fellows,
about
though.
5-1. That's nice turn on that side. Rizvi can't keep possession. Correction, Martinez. That ball's headed back.
That could have been dangerous.
That could have. They headed it back awfully close to Tanner. A little breakdown in communication over there.
Yeah, and Tanner didn't quite field it cleanly.
Nope. Tanner puts the ball back out there on the other side of the field. Bellows, again, they're not going totally straight up, but the ref's letting them play. Martinez with a battle with Rand.
Now, let's see if Woodgrove can clear it out of the zone here. And they do successfully get into the attack half.
Valley not applying a whole lot of pressure right now. Woodgrove set up. They've got just about everybody on their side of the field. Now he turns the corner on him. There's a cross into the side of the net. I don't think that got the keeper. Yeah, center ref said it did. So they're going to go with a corner kick. AR didn't signal that. The center ref said he saw the deflection.
Yeah.
No,
got a piece of that. Look.
No argument from the keeper Newport. Tanner punches that one back out on the corner. Now there's a shot headed away by Fowler.
Very alert play by Fowler there.
Tanner punched it out.
Wow.
Valley took a great shot to the other side, or excuse me, Woodgrove took a good shot to the open side of the net. Fowler had gone to that post from the corner kick, stayed there and headed it away. It'll be another corner kick. Great save. That's a replay to cue for later, Rod.
Yes.
Now here's a deep cross to the other side. That is headed back out. Woodgrove applying some pressure here. This will be a Woodgrove throw. And we've got a substitution now coming in for Valley as Kavanaugh comes back in.
Re-entry for Loudoun Valley, number 17, John Kavanaugh.
Kavanaugh coming in for Fink. Defense getting a lot of work, so some fresh legs are not a bad idea. Kavanaugh's played well thus far. That ball went out, and we have Valley now with some possession, chance to rest their defense perhaps.
Yeah, that was the best attack for Woodgrove this half. Here, let me see if I can show you this replay real quick.
Play is back in. Cooper Sales, the battle on the other side.
All right, here's your replay.
There's a replay on that
in.
Corner kick.
Oh, that was
Newport
Tanner
punches
there
it out. There's the header.
That was the save.
That was definitely a save for.
That was quite a nice play by Fowler.
He had a couple of those in the preseason as well. He likes that far post. There's a takedown. There's a big kick by Soyland. Can't quite get Cooper Sales under it. Farrell's going to scoop that up. There's a ball deep into the corner. There's going to see you can run into that one. Going to drop that back to Newport. Nope. Soyland left foots that one back and then lasers it back out. Back to Bailey Vogt. Bailey Vogt getting friendly. Julian was offsides.
Where's the ball? Oh, there it is. The keeper coming out all this way confuses me.
I know.
Like the keeper's running like he has the ball.
He's definitely
Where's
got one of the big legs, and you take advantage of that. He gets you a little bit more presence in the attacking half of the field if you've got a keeper that can get that. The danger, of course, if he muffs it and hits that guy that's up, it takes a long time for him to get back.
Yep.
Like now, for example. Yeah, a quick counter can be a dangerous thing. Woodgrove maintains possession. Farrell's able to slow his retreat. Ritteroff. Soyland steps on that. Now Julian. Now it's 3-on-2 coming back. But again, they can't make the foot and the ball do the thing.
Yep, and there we got a whistle.
Yep. I think Soyland had a drive-by there.
A drive-by. So we approach the halfway mark of the second half here.
Bailey Vote's going to send this corner kick in. Vote from the 35. Gets that ball right to Tanner. That'll be a save. Tanner Newport's 4th of the night. Tanner, a flick to Julian. Julian to Martinez. Martinez plays it back. Now the give and go, but that's too much. John Farrell with a quick read. Comes out before we can get into trouble. Another sub-exchange coming in for Valley on the next stoppage. It's like Fink, O'Connor, Duggar, Field, and Ramos. Getting ready.
Up a couple stats when those guys come in.
Duggar's a fast guy, and we'll see if that means they can take advantage of a weary defense.
Yeah, you'd think
Kellen
they'd be wearing
Jones.
Down at this point.
Jones yields to the pressure. Back to Ritteroff. Ritteroff misses Costal. Field change. Now there's a chip and go. He gets it to Costal, who hammers that ball into Charlestown. And here comes the sub package for Valley.
Kurt's covering all the local vicinities with his commentary tonight. There you see some stats. Vikings still leading with 10 shots. 4 on goal. 5 on goal for the Wolverines now. Their shot accuracy is better. The time of the tag is still based on the first half. I haven't updated it since then. Right now I show Valley at almost 36 minutes possession. So you have to do the math for the rest of it.
Newport puts that ball in play. Now it's worked out to the left side, but Woodgrove can't to maintain control. And it'll be a Valley throw. O'Connor. Soyland. Now Johnny Duggar on the run.
Ooh.
I don't think
Defender
that was
falls
contact.
down.
I think that was a trip. Johnny Duggar. Farrell with a save. Rebound
Nice
comes
save.
back out. Cleared out.
Oops, sorry.
Valley's still on the attack.
That was a golden opportunity. Wow.
Yep, a great save by Farrell. He came out.
That was a nice save.
Rizvi underneath. Looking for Duggar. Rizvi. O'Connor. O'Connor's going to find the corner. He goes left.
It's poked away.
Doesn't have the left foot. That ball stays in. Valley's going to retain possession as they drop it back to Fowler. Fowler, O'Connor. He runs out of room. And it's a Woodgrove throw. 17.5 left in the match.
So the lines you see down here, yellow is what soccer plays on, blue is actually for lacrosse, and then white obviously is football. You see where the out of bounds lines are.
These multi-purpose fields.
Yes, lacrosse is the tough one. Those blue lines are hard to see, especially from up here.
Valley seems to have regrouped a little bit and has a possession group out there now, or at least the group that's maintaining possession. There's Fowler sending a ball over Duggar. Duggar, his first goal of the season Monday night against Heritage. That's all the way through. Fowler puts a left foot on it. Sends a pop fly to short left center. And it'll be a Woodgrove throw near midfield.
Fielded by one of the ball boys over there. Yep, Woodgrove's got a substitution coming.
They'll take that sub package now. Ritteroff going off for a little bit of a rest. Looks like that was Roach coming on. Matthew Soyland puts that one back to the ball boy. We exchange soccer balls. The other Soyland gets that ball up. And Woodgrove now stringing something together.
Ooh,
now
nice. Good
Fowler
anticipation.
on the
Great
good read
anticipation on
to
that
Kavanaugh
pass.
to Field. Field with a man on. Gets it just past Rizvi. He's going to lose possession. Desigatis is ready to come in for Valley on the next substitution. Mastakas. Now Valley with something. Rizvi chips it over and just past Mason Field. Mason keeps it in and wins that
nice.
battle. Now a cross
Nice play.
in front. Nice work by Mason Field
Yeah, that was a great little play.
to win
Took
that.
ball away.
Now Ramos hits a 24-yard field goal. 3 points in American football. Goal kick here.
Yeah, it's a little easier when the ball's round and nobody's rushing at you.
Re-entry for Valley number 14, Kevin Desigatis.
So Desigatis comes in for Matthew Soyland. Farrell will make his free kick from the center of the 6.
So we've played 65 minutes, and it's been Valley's half for almost 39 of those.
And yet it's still just 1-0.
Yep.
Desigatis some fresh legs attacking that right side. That seems to be where Woodgrove is trying to put their pressure up. Ref, I'm not real sure what happened there. The AR had one arm in the air, one flag in the air,
Yeah,
and
the players thought it went out.
watched the ball go by. It ended up being a throw-in deep. Duggar on the give and go. Rizvi with a touch. That ball's going to be played out. Let's see if Woodgrove can get there to save it. They
Nope,
cannot.
it's out the side.
So it'll be a throw. Soyland, he's not going to.
Soyland rocket here.
I don't know. He came in, and that player is going to go ahead and leave that. And Soyland will pick that up. We're just under 14 minutes to play. Soyland bombs it into the box. That's a head from a Valley player. Duggar puts it into the net. Not the goal, the net behind it, which equates to a goal kick.
It's hard to see that net on camera.
A little bit of a push there, tried to
Ball's
create
dead
some
Valley.
space.
"13 minutes left. Be great to get another goal here and get some insurance. This is one of those games that in any sport your team is dominating, but you're not really. Doesn't really show on the scoreboard.
Fowler, a little top spin on that. That looked like a header by Woodgrove.
It was by Woodgrove.
This should be a
and-
Valley ball. It is. Daniel Soyland, it's going to be an arm massage after all these throw-ins tonight. He's going to get his big run off. He'll be off camera for a few seconds.
Here he comes.
Kaboom. Throws that right into the box. Farrell
Ooh,
just
That
outstretched
should
it.
be a goal kick.
They
or a
said-
corner kick.
They said it went through everything,
Really?
so he's going to call that a goal kick.
Obviously, they have a better angle than we do. Sure
They
looked like it would've
teach
been a
us if
corner
you're
from here.
in ref school, if you're not absolutely certain, it should be a goal kick. Because you don't want to guess and have a guess be a result of a result in a scoring opportunity.
Yes. Corners are much more dangerous.
Yep.
It's not like in basketball where you just get the ball wherever it is.
Right. Rizvi. Plus in basketball where there's 100 points scored.
Exactly.
What's 2 more?
It's 2-0.
That's
It's
one
not
thing I
an
never got about
insurmountable lead.
basketball is how fans can go just like super nuts when 2 points are scored out of 200 in an NBA game.
Well, it depends
You know,
how they're scored.
You know, in
sometimes,
football, you have 7 points out of like 40.
Yeah.
Baseball, 1 or 2 runs out of 9. Soccer, we've got 1 goal here so far. Hockey, but in basketball, you get 150, 200 points scored. Woo, we got 2 more.
Well, sometimes it has to do with how they score it.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
a Zion Williamson dunk is always exciting, even if you don't like Duke.
Farrell ricochets that back in. There's an opportunity for Seth Drenning. This ball has spent an inordinate amount of time in the air tonight. Big kicks, headers ricocheting out, and that usually is that's a lack of control. Not a lot of on-the-ground passes, not as many as you would expect to see. Soyland ricochets that one back out.
Yeah, Valley's definitely had the better ball control tonight, but again, not showing on the scoreboard.
Duggar,
they're one goal.
he's on the run. Oh, a little bit late. They didn't see him. Duggar has to hold up. He had the run, but Field didn't see him.
Collision out there.
Woodgrove players take each other out. That's not a foul. There's a chip. Nobody there in the middle. That might have been a pass back.
There's a little miscommunication there, too.
Ref keeps his flag down, so the defender there, the center back, who's that? Owen Black, must have missed it. Now Valley's not going to be in a huge hurry to save time. Substitution package here now.
So Kurt, if that
Entry for Valley, number 6, Joe Cassidy. Number 10, Julian Bellows. Number 12, Jefferson Martinez.
So Kurt, if that had been a pass back, what would have been the ruling?
Well, the goalkeeper gets special rules, but when his own player deliberately plays the ball with his feet, he cannot pick it back up. If he does, it results in an indirect free kick from the spot he picked it up.
Okay. So
indirect meaning it can't go directly into the goal without touching another player. That player can be the goalie who's missing a save, but it can't just go directly into the back of the net.
Understood. Thank you for that clarification.
Now, Valley has put some firepower up top right now. They've got a pretty speedy and fresh leg package up front with Field, Duggar, Martinez, and Bellows. So they're going to try to, if they get the ball up front, they're trying to outgun a pretty tired Woodgrove defense to put this game out of reach.
Yes, try to make a late push here and get another
but
goal.
They need to get possession to make that happen.
Yep.
And there's possession.
There they go.
There's Field. He looks for Duggar.
Oh.
Field gains possession back on the rebound. Now there's 4-on-4 coming back. Field outside to Bellows. Bellows has some daylight for his right leg. Now Martinez is going to have to work back. He gets it back out to Field on the outside. Field still has some room. He's working the baseline. Now he's taken down. He's outside of the box. It's not where he lands. It's where contact started. And so he's outside of the box. It will not be a penalty kick.
It'd be an awfully tough angle for a penalty kick anyway. But.
Well, the penalty kick, no matter where the foul is in the box, the penalty kick, of course, comes back to the spot directly 12 yards in front of the goalkeeper.
Oh, okay.
So from there, it's a free kick from the side. Kind of a short corner kick, if you will.
Yes.
Duggar hops up. It kind of goes in the wrong direction. There's good speed coming on the outside. Sergey's not going to yield. And there's 5 defenders back.
Oh,
that looked shoulder to shoulder to me.
Yeah, I think just because he was coming in so fast from behind him.
I mean, he hit him hard, and so the judgment there becomes, is that more than was necessary for the play? And James is known, he's an aggressive player, James Fink. He's solid.
Well, I don't have a problem with the aggressiveness, just when you're 1-on-5.
Yeah, I don't know that was a foul.
Right there.
Here's Vogt with a kick. It comes back in. Vogt again. Johnny Duggar tracks back and surprises him.
There we go.
And there's a through ball. A little bit of distance on that. A little bit too short for Ramos to reach. Martinez providing some pressure. That'll be a Woodgrove throw.
Yeah, that should be Valley throw. Let's see what they got.
6:45.
And it looked to me like the Woodgrove player touched it right before it went out, but clearly my eyes deceived me.
Not a ton of squawking about that.
Yeah.
And 17 and 18-year-old guys will be the first to start waving their arms.
Oh yes, I've watched plenty of them play sports.
Fink goes up on the pirouette. 4 defenders back. Costal.
Centering
There's
pass.
a header. Tanner Newport will make the easy save. His 5th of the night. He'll take his time and slow things down as we come to the 6-minute mark. He heads it.
There we go.
Duggar heads it down to Bellows. Bellows. Oh. Had Mason Field, but he put some air under that, and then it ended up being behind Field. And now Woodgrove countering. Valley's been buzzing around the net all night. Here's Bellows again. Tries a through ball to Duggar, but there's a guy wearing white in the way. Costal. Ritteroff. Ritteroff making judicious use of his hands. No call on the throw down by Field.
Yeah, Field
Ormsby.
is too.
Looking for a guy across the field. Soylent gets in the way. Fink chests it to his foot. Plays that back up into the area code of Julian Bellows. Bellows provides pressure along with Martinez and Duggar up top. Probably the 3 fastest guys out there. A ball up top for Valley with numbers would be dangerous. There's another shot on goal. No problem for Tanner Newport, his 6th save of the night.
Another easy one.
Tanner lets his team regroup. 5 minutes left. He doesn't quite get all of that one. It doesn't make it to the sideline, so it stays in play. That works with the exception of the fact that Valley didn't get possession out of it. Fink pushes the guy. That's going to end up being a Valley throw. Here's a Valley substitution as Cooper Sales is going to re-enter.
Re-entering the match for Loudoun Valley, number 3, Cooper Sales.
I thought they might call push on Valley on that one, but either they didn't see it or didn't think it was enough.
Well, he hasn't been particularly concerned with the pushing that's been going on the Woodgrove side, so it's consistent from that standpoint. Johnny Duggar coming back out. Cooper Sales going to go back up top there. He might give up some in speed there, but certainly not in ball handling. Cooper Sales quite the ball handler. And the fresh legs as we're at the 4-minute mark remaining in the match.
Sales
Valley
had,
still with a 1-goal lead.
Parkview? I believe Sales had 2 goals against Parkview, if not 3.
Yes. He had
3-1 game. Did he score them all?
Yeah, Cooper. He's the leader in goals. He's got 6. He scored 3 against Parkview. Had a couple in the opener at Rockridge. Both wins. His other goal coming in the tie at Loudoun County. 3.5. Ramos. Now there's a ball with some exposure on the left side. Ormsby. Ormsby's a goal scorer. He loses possession. Martinez tracks all the way back. It's like Valley has switched into a 4-4-2. They've dropped that extra forward back into the midfield. Only Cooper, Sales, and Bellows are up top now.
So basically a more defensive
posture. 4-4-2, you've got 4 defensive backs, 4 midfielders, and 2 forwards.
Tanner didn't like that too much. He came out, and the Woodgrove player kind of
came out. I don't know if there was contact or not.
Yeah, it looked like there was. Tanner kind of leaned down to get it, and the Woodgrove
There's a chip
player
ball,
took him
not
out.
in the area of Cooper Sales. 2.5 minutes left. Official time, of course, kept on the field. Referee can add time, although there really hasn't been reason to add much. Ref says the ball got a Julian Bellows' hand.
So I expect Woodgrove will really be as aggressive as they can be in the last 2 minutes here.
Well, you're going to see a lot of shots like that, just trying to throw rubber at the net. Tanner Newport in no hurry to seek out the ball. So we're at 2 minutes on the clock, on the scoreboard.
Yeah, so
Official time is being kept by the ref.
Yeah, so again, the clock here is stopped. We will keep running ours to give you at least a little better idea how much is left.
Of course, it is the official's discretion. That ball crossed the line. It'll be a Valley throw.
Okay. Nope, it didn't. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Flag went up. The ref just didn't call it right away.
Yeah, no, I didn't see the flag. When they're this close, I'm
Sergey's going to go ahead and take that throw. By normal stretches, I'd say that was a really good throw, but I've kind of gotten used to seeing Daniel Soyland with his
heave it down 40-yard throws.
Tom Brady-like bombs. Here's Fowler again on the throw. A little low screamer that finds a Woodgrove player. Now here's Martinez, who tries to get the ball over the center back, drops it back out around Bellows from field.
Need a little more
Martinez
loft on that
again,
one.
he's got help back, but plays it up anyways, and Woodgrove gets possession. Cooper Sales runs him off the ball. Martinez, now Field. Field almost splits the defenders, but they get it back out. Ormsby from Woodgrove. Ramos keeps the ball in front, and now Valley with an opportunity. A chip shot.
Nope.
Cooper Sales wasn't ready for that run. An easy scoop by Farrell. Farrell got a big leg. Could have gone with the foul there for Woodgrove, but he didn't. He hasn't called the non-vertical jump there all night. That ball goes directly out. It'll be a Woodgrove throw.
We're showing 20 seconds left, so they're not going to have too much time.
We're pretty stale, but Woodgrove with an opportunity late. Valley looking for a clearing opportunity.
Oh.
And they're going to get the throw.
And that may do it.
It
How long
might.
do they
We'll
have to
see
throw
what they
it in?
add and if Valley can maintain possession.
We're down to nothing on our clock.
Ref's checking his watch. Whistles in his mouth, and that will do it.
Okay.
Your final tonight, 1-0 Valley, as they beat Woodgrove and in the first half of the season.
There you go. All right. Thank you very much for tuning into our broadcast this evening.
Loudoun Valley 1, Woodgrove 0.
We hope you've enjoyed our coverage of tonight's game. The replay and the highlights will be up on the statstream.biz website under the on-demand button. I'll say within 24 hours. They'll actually be up there within probably 2 hours. For my partner and special guest tonight, Kurt Newport, bringing you the play-by-play and StatStream, this is Rod Ogren signing off.
Thanks, Rod.
Thank you all for watching. Thank you, Mr. Newport. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
You do a good job of that. It's fun because I've never really...
Well done as always, Kurt.
Yeah.
Hey, Dan. Thank you. How'd the guys do tonight?